Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my sketchbook. I saw something on the shelf, which I look at every so often. I have a lot of different books around. In fact, there are lots and lots of books, so this is a really cool one. This is The Hobbit, and this is an old kind of awesome book. It's been around for a little while. Some of the stuff I like about it, though, is it has like a map in it. I'm a big fan of this kind of stuff. Just the way this book is sort of laid out. It has larger print, and I don't know, it's really neat. There's little cool things about it. But what I'm going to do, what popped into my head, because it's around Christmas time, is I thought it would be kind of neat to draw an elf, and for fun, do a Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth kind of elf, which I think would be kind of interesting. I don't know. See what happens anyway. So no real plan. Just walked by, looked at something on the shelf and thought, elves. So let's see what we can do with it. I'm going to zoom in on this, make sure that it's kind of locked down, get this pen ready, and I'm going to scratch out a form and, well, we'll see how it goes. So and we'll add more detail to it if we need to. Now, elves are, in Tolkien's world, they are as old as the earth itself. They're kind of like the first created beings of sorts. So I guess in a way we could kind of look at them as being a little like angels, I guess. Now these ones, though, they are considered immortals, but they can be hurt and they can be slain. So there's that, I suppose. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this hand here, though. So for now, a peace sign. Let's back this out a little bit, if it'll let me. Okay. As I said, this is just a form. Now, elves, in Tolkien's world, they are fleet of foot. They can move very lightly, in great precision. I don't know what's going on with this leg, what I want it to do. I don't think I'd... don't know. I'll try a different form here as well. I think size-wise, we look at a lot of elves as being kind of like the hobbits. They're like sometimes referred to as the halflings, which sounds kind of strange. They are child size. And Tolkien's elves, they basically are the size of men and women, average height, maybe a bit taller. So I'm going to have these two buddies, perhaps they're dancing and having a good old time. Maybe they're singing or something as well. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know what the cool dances are these days, but maybe our little elf friend here is doing the robot or something. That'd be kind of funny. But we got to be dancing though. You got to have some motion in there. Got to have some cool shoes too. Although, you know, I don't have to put those details in right away, but this is just for fun. Now we're going to have sort of like shorts, but not really shorts. Short sleeves, sure, why not? For that elf. For this elf, what kind of well, they don't really wear hats like this. Some of them might have a crown. As far as outfits go, sometimes they're in like long robes, but let's treat this like a cape almost. That way we can I think that might be a little bit better. Although they wouldn't need it. This would be where you would have the quiver. Here you would have an awesome elven made belt. They're like really neat designs. As all elves would have. Here we would have the upper part of this cloak. It's not a ruffled shirt like a pirate shirt or anything like that. But we are comfortable. We are rocking out. We need those ears to be kind of prominent. So we have two elves dancing it up. Oh, can you hear that in the background? That's my good buddy Neville saying, hey, it's been about 13 minutes. That's really nice of him to let me know the time. What's that? Oh, 13 and a half minutes now. I got you, buddy. Cats are funny. You know, that's kind of interesting. Let's see if I can maybe, is that too much? Let's go kind of there. What I'm going to do for fun is I'm going to get out a little bit of this. Ooh, and it looks like it's settled quite a bit. This green ink. I don't think that's going to do what I want it to do. It's weird how that stuff settles. The shimmery, awesome effect of it. Get a little paintbrush, and just for fun, I'm going to add a little bit of green to some of this, which may not look that green to some of you. just kind of move it around a little bit. I do wonder about elves and how they hang out and what some of their favorite things might be. Why so often they're depicted as having incredible skills. I think that's kind of neat. You know, like shoemakers and toy builders and things of that nature. I think that's really interesting. And I won't make this a very long video. This is just a doodle of sorts here. So now for our elven friend here, we'll do this upper cloak. In wondrous fashion. And perhaps the shoes as well. Put the cover back on this. Look at how quickly that shimmering material settled back down. That's really interesting. Let's go back to this fun, deep, rich red. I'm just going to use this a little bit as kind of like a, maybe like a highlighter of certain things. So that strap. Hmm. Now, let's see, because I think I'm going to be finishing up here soon, just because I don't need to go too far with the concept. I am going to take care of the bottom part of this smock here. Yeah. Now I'm going to do a little bit of refinement of the faces and then move on out. So let's look at that. Let's look at that. That one has a bit more kind of character to it, I think. Let's go a little bit closer. Oops, sorry about that. So that is kind of a tiny little face. I mean, compared to my finger and the tip of this. It's kind of fun to draw things in their most minute, tiny way sometimes, and to try to focus in on that detail. I think that's fun. It's what turns a doodle into kind of a sketch and turns a sketch into, well, a slightly more finished piece. Now, Neville hasn't been back to say that we're at 25 and a half minutes. But who is keeping score? Different things are fun to use as ink as well, by the way. So if you steep coffee, or if you just let coffee kind of, well, almost like boil down, it's really awesome to use as well. And maybe I'll do that in a future video. I don't drink coffee, so I don't really keep the stuff around. There might be some instant coffee stuff here, but other things can be used, and that can be really fun. Paint a picture with oil, or you could paint a picture with, let's say, muddy water. Beet juice. That's fun too. So, it's one face. What can I do with this face? Well, let's see if I can do something without spilling too much ink onto it. And then after this, we'll just say that'll be enough. I didn't really leave a lot of room. I would have liked to have elongated that nose a little bit, I think. Ooh. Somehow I don't really like where that went. But something about this eye here kind of smudged a little bit. I don't think I can recover it. So we'll have to make it shadow play, I guess. I don't think that ear is as prominent as I want it to be. Well, perhaps then we should leave this alone so that it does not get overworked. Let us make our way out of this a little bit. here we shall say just a simple elf dance. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. You have a kind of a Lord of the Rings styled elf and a North Pole styled elf. Just kind of hanging out, dancing and having a good time. And let's even back that out just a little bit. Yeah, well, there you go. Nothing too serious. It doesn't have to be. It's just kind of fun stuff to put in my sketchbook. All right, then, folks. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes anyway, and have a great day. All right, ciao for now.